Hi, I'm Toby Earle and you're watching The Soap Scoop, a sneak preview of the stories soap fans can't afford to miss this week. Ronnie's driven to desperate measures as the emotional toll keeps rising in EastEnders. As she tries to get over Danielle, events keep conspiring to set her backwards, and the week leads to a massive moment with Jack. It starts with Roxy breaking her precious necklace, shifts into gear when she falls out with her sister over the christening, then hits full speed when she spots Roxy trying to snog Jack. He realises Ronnie saw them, so he races after her. Ronnie, though, is on a path of destruction. Back at the Vic, she trashes the christening spread. There go the sandwiches. Then she ominously grabs a bottle of vodka and some pills. But Ronnie's disturbed by Phil and has a change of heart, so she packs a bag and leaves. When Jack discovers she's headed for the airport, he legs it after her, and in a classic soap opera moment, takes to the tannoy to declare his love. But is he too late? Is it just me, or is the sight of Ken Barlow wrestling with his libido a bit like watching Prince Charles trying to dance? It's unbecoming, it's undignified, and undeniably hard to watch. But Ken sees Martha as his last chance for romantic fulfilment. And in this week's Corrie, he leaves Deirdre a Dear John letter and heads for the canal. He couldn't leave her a Dear Deirdre letter because that's the agony aunt in The Sun. When he gets there though, the cold clarity of what he's doing hits him. And as much as he wants to, really wants to, Ken struggles with what he's doing. And the letter? Well, Deirdre's understandably devastated when she reads it and heads to Eileen's for sympathy. Finally though, she decides to ignore that the affair ever happened. Blanche isn't so forgiving though, and moves in with Peter. Calvin Valentine sets up an elaborate plan to entrap his nemesis Warren in Hollyoaks. It's a plan so cunning, you could put it in your pants and call it a ferret. The only thing is, when he secretly records Warren confessing to Sean and Louise's murder, his high-tech recording device doesn't work. Good job, Calvin. Mark, meanwhile, has been tipped off by Carmel about what's happening, and when he bursts in to arrest Warren, the faulty recorder means Warren's free to go. Even worse for Calvin, he gets the sack from the force and promptly heads for another take-no-prisoners showdown with Warren, which is closely followed by Carmel, who later loses it when she sees Warren with Sasha. Nicola takes centre stage in the Dales this week. She's seriously vexed about the authorship of Jimmy's love letter, so she makes him write another. But the poem's terrible though. While Nicola eventually forgives him, Jimmy puts his ballpoint right in it by penning her another, which upsets her. Defeated, Jimmy moves out of Mill Cottage. But when Carl and Lexi try to move in, Nicola tells them she's going nowhere, and the hard-faced vamp starts crying. This unnatural act should set the alarm bells ringing, and it's no surprise when Nicola discovers why her hormones are causing her so much grief. And that joyful news wraps up the scoop for the first week of May. We'll have more sensational and salacious stories at the same time next week. Keep clicking on whatsontv.co.uk.